I'm Kyle from New Gamer Nation. I'm here today with Nathan.
Hi, Nathan from FreestyleGames.
And we just took a look at Guitar Hero Live. A lot of systems of Guitar Hero. So there's two aspects you can see on the screen, maybe back here. I don't know if you got focus on that, but we got Live and TV. And Live is kind of the traditional mode, or traditional in the sense that
with a few new extras,
that you just have like songs that you play through, and then some crazy stuff going on with the backgrounds.
That's correct. We put you up on stage looking out at the crowd, so it's got that, you know, more of an immersive feel of trying to rock out to the real crowds.
Okay, I'm fascinated about this process, like how. Because there's some like crazy edits that you do, like Birdman style, right? Where you kind of, when you mess up,
that's a good reference, actually. Yeah. All the seamless transitions and cuts and stuff. So yeah, we had a really cool robotic camera that's programmable, so it will always do the same camera movement. And that meant that we could run the same shoot over and over again with exactly the same camera. So then we could do a positive pass and a negative pass. And then when you're playing, depending on how well you're playing, we'll blend between the positive and the negative so that you get the real reaction from the crowd and from your bandmates based on how well you're doing.
How much work? This seems like all of it seems like a crazy amount of work. Like, and a lot of those I saw, like the festival ones there's like so many extras there and stuff.
Yeah,
like that,
I mean it was all created by us from the ground up. So we concepted these bands that we felt would be right for the different music genres, and then we concepted the kind of fans that we felt would go and see these bands at a festival. We created the festivals and the backdrops and what we wanted the player to see, and then put it all together and shot it over, you know, shoots that, you know, long shoots that let us have enough stuff that we could then composite it and use a load of kind of clever film effects to turn 200 people into a crowd of 200,000 people.
Yes, you mentioned it's not the actual bands, obviously, doing the performance during...
The bands that you're in are fictional bands we've created just for Guitar Hero. So that we get to put you front and center as the lead guitarist of those bands. They're obviously playing the official, real licensed music tracks of the artists that we have in game. Right. But the bands, the festival, the stages, the crowds, they're all fictional, created just for the game.
Now, is that going to carry over across songs, or is each one an individual fake band for each song? Or?
So the bands, you'll play a few songs. You go on stage with each band. You start off actually backstage, because what we wanted to do was to build that feeling of stage fright. So a lot of the sets, you start off backstage, you're getting ready, you're with your bandmates, you can hear the crowd chanting for you to come on, that kind of thing. And as you step out onto stage, you see where you're at, you see the people that you're going to play to, and then you play a set list of songs with that band. So you start to get a feel for your bandmates and the crowd you're performing to, and that set list will contain songs from different real-world artists.
Why did Guitar Hero go in this direction? Because it's completely different from what Rock Band's doing now. We haven't even talked about the TV stuff and the channels and the way that you're delivering content through these like curated playlists, basically, that are constantly changing. Like, obviously, a lot of big changes to the formula. And I talked to the Rock Band people actually just like right before this appointment, and they were like, "Yeah, we're making small changes to the formula." And this seems more like sweeping changes, and you changed the way the frets are, like you changed so many things. Now, why is that?
That's right. Well, if you think about it, it's been a very long time since there's been a Guitar Hero game, a new Guitar Hero game out for people to play. And there's still been like a really strong fan base of players that were there, that have enjoyed the previous games, and that were telling us that they wanted a new Guitar Hero game. But we didn't want to come out with a new game until we felt that we had a real kind of fresh new take on what Guitar Hero was. Like, there's been, at least the last one was Guitar Hero 6. So we really wanted to come back and say, if we're going to say, hey, we've got a new Guitar Hero game, we wanted it to be new. We wanted it to feel fresh and new to play. So that's why we feel we've updated the controller. We've generated new gameplay that's still authentic to what Guitar Hero has always been about, but we've also helped tie you in more of being the Guitar Hero on stage, playing out to the crowd. Right. And also with GHTV, we really feel that the way that we're delivering all the music in GHTV as a platform, it's much more modern and kind of in keeping with how modern music is being distributed today.